Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Paul Heyman gets candid about WWE star Rhea Ripley. WWE Hall of Famer Paul Heyman recently shared his opinion on Rhea Ripley's current presentation. He praised Mamie's ability to captivate the audience in the Stanford-based promotion. The Wiseman and the Nightmare shared the screen on WWE TV quite a few times when the Bloodline and the Judgment Day crossed paths in mid-2023. In one memorable segment, Ripley even demanded Heyman acknowledge her on the October 6, 2023 edition of SmackDown. During a recent appearance on SAGK Wrestling, Paul Heyman also discussed Liv Morgan's rise in the company. Adding to this, the legendary manager compared the Eradicator's presentation and character to that of the reigning Women's World Champion. The Wiseman acknowledged Rhea Ripley's strong on-screen presence and the potential for compelling interactions with her. Heyman admitted to being intrigued by the prospect of working with the former WWE Women's World Champion again. On the flip side, how can you ever look at a scene with Rhea Ripley and not say to yourself, I'd love to be in a scene with her. I'd love to play off that character and that persona and her presentation of herself to the audience, Heyman said. From 37:29 to 37:47. Fans witnessed Paul Heyman back on Friday Night SmackDown on November 22, 2024. The veteran also brought in CM Punk as the fifth man for Roman Reigns' team for the men's War Games match at Survivor Series. Speaking on a recent episode of the Busted Open podcast, Bully Ray claimed that the Wiseman could go back to his OG Paul Heyman guy and betray the original tribal chief. The WWE Hall of Famer predicted that Heyman's decision could be influenced by Roman Reigns' lack of a world championship and inability to control his family drama. It seems very much right now that Paul Heyman and CM Punk are more on the same page than Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns. It seems as if Paul has once again done his flip-flop. Roman lost, Roman's no longer the champion. Maybe in Paul's eyes, Roman just ain't got it anymore, can't even control his own family. I'm going back to the guy, Punk, that I was with from day one. I'm going back to OG. You might be the OG Bloodline, but this is OG Paul Heyman guy, Ray said. It remains to be seen whether the OG Bloodline or the new Bloodlines team will emerge victorious at the upcoming WWE Premium Live event in Vancouver, Canada, on November 30, 2024. In the storied world of professional wrestling, where characters come alive and legends are crafted, few figures hold as much gravitas as Paul Heyman. A master storyteller, advocate, and one of WWE's sharpest minds, Heyman's word carries significant weight. So when he chooses to speak candidly about a wrestler, the wrestling world takes notice. Recently, Heyman turned his focus toward Rhea Ripley, the reigning Women's World Champion and a cornerstone of WWE's programming. Known for her commanding presence, unparalleled athleticism, and the aura of dominance she carries, Ripley has become one of the most talked-about superstars in WWE today. Heyman's comments were not just a passing mention. They were an in-depth analysis of what makes the Eradicator one of the most compelling performers of this generation. Paul Heyman is no stranger to greatness. Throughout his career, he's been the driving force behind legends like Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. His eye for talent and ability to elevate stars is unmatched. Therefore, when Heyman discussed Rhea Ripley, it wasn't just as a fan or commentator, it was as someone who recognizes a generational talent. In a recent interview, Heyman described Ripley as a once-in-a-lifetime superstar who has redefined what it means to be a dominant female competitor in WWE. Rhea Ripley is not just a champion, Heyman began, leaning into his signature measured cadence. She's an institution. She's the type of performer who comes around once every few decades and reshapes the landscape. Heyman delved into Ripley's journey, praising her evolution from a promising rookie in NXT to a fully realized megastar on WWE's main roster. He noted how Ripley's rise was not without challenges. This is someone who has faced adversity at every level. She's been doubted, underestimated, and challenged to prove her worth time and again, and each time, she's answered with overwhelming dominance. Ripley's NXT tenure showcased her potential, but her breakout moment came at WrestleMania 36, when she defended the NXT Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. Although she lost, the match cemented her as a future main event player. According to Heyman, that loss was a pivotal moment in her career. Greatness isn't defined by victories alone, Heyman explained. It's about how you respond to setbacks. Rhea Ripley took that defeat and turned it into fuel. She didn't crumble, she evolved. And what you see today is the result of that evolution. Heyman spoke at length about Ripley's presence, which he believes sets her apart from her peers. When Rhea Ripley walks into a room, you feel her before you see her. That's not something you can teach, it's innate. It's that intangible quality that makes her larger than life. Ripley's aesthetic, a blend of gothic edge, punk rebellion, and sheer athleticism, has become iconic. Her look, combined with her no-nonsense demeanor, makes her a unique figure in the wrestling world. Heyman emphasized how her image perfectly complements her in-ring style. She's a chameleon, he said. Rhea can adapt to any situation, any opponent. She's not just strong, she's smart. And that's what makes her dangerous. A significant part of Ripley's current success is her role in the Judgment Day, a faction that has taken WWE by storm. As the de facto leader of the group, Ripley has been instrumental in its dominance across Raw and SmackDown. Heyman highlighted how Ripley's leadership has elevated not just her but also her stablemates. Look at what the Judgment Day has become, he remarked. It's a juggernaut, and Rhea Ripley is the engine. She's the glue that holds that group together. Without her, it wouldn't be the same. Heyman compared Ripley's role in the Judgment Day to Roman Reigns' position in the bloodline. Much like Roman, Rhea commands respect. Her word is law, and her actions speak louder than anything. That's the hallmark of a true leader. Heyman also touched on Ripley's broad appeal. She's not just a star for today, she's a star for the ages. Rhea Ripley transcends demographics. Kids admire her, adults respect her, and her peers fear her. He noted how Ripley's matches resonate with audiences across the spectrum, from hardcore wrestling fans to casual viewers. Her matches are clinics in storytelling. Whether she's facing a powerhouse like Raquel Rodriguez or a technical wizard like Becky Lynch, Rhea knows how to adapt and tell a story that captivates everyone watching. Heyman was particularly enthusiastic when discussing Ripley's potential legacy. We're witnessing history with Rhea Ripley, he declared. Every match, every promo, every moment she's on screen adds to her legend. And the scary part? She's just getting started. Ripley's ability to balance dominance with vulnerability, confidence with humility, and strength with intelligence is what Heyman believes will make her one of the all-time greats. Rhea Ripley is carving out a legacy that will stand shoulder to shoulder with names like Trish Stratus, Lita, and Charlotte Flair. And in my opinion, when all is said and done, she might just surpass them all. The wrestling world couldn't help but speculate after Heyman's comments. Could there be a collaboration between Rhea Ripley and Paul Heyman in the future? The idea of Heyman serving as Ripley's advocate is tantalizing. When asked about this possibility, Heyman gave his trademark smirk and replied, "Never say never." While Ripley's alliance with the Judgment Day is rock solid, a partnership with Heyman could take her career to even greater heights. The combination of Ripley's physical dominance and Heyman's unparalleled promo skills would be a match made in wrestling heaven. Paul Heyman's candid comments about Rhea Ripley are not just praise. They're an endorsement from one of wrestling's most influential figures. In an industry where recognition from peers is often more meaningful than accolades, Heyman's words carry significant weight. Rhea Ripley is the future of this business, Heyman concluded. She's not just a wrestler, she's a phenomenon. And if you're not paying attention, you're missing the greatest story being told in WWE today. As Rhea Ripley continues to dominate WWE, Heyman's remarks serve as a reminder of her immense potential. Whether in the ring, on the mic, or leading her faction, Ripley is firing on all cylinders. And with veterans like Paul Heyman acknowledging her greatness, the sky is the limit for the Nightmare. Ripley's journey is far from over, but one thing is certain: she's already etched her name in the annals of WWE history. And with Paul Heyman's seal of approval, her legacy is only set to grow.